Yes.
A perfume set.
Exactly.
Alright?
So if anybody could type in at the live the order of where the song play, the man will get the perfume set and the woman will get the nice set. Please type the order. I play 3 songs. They got Friend Eba, they got A Mawala, and they got the next song Bad Mind. Type the order of the music where it play. The woman will get it right, will win the set for the woman. And the man will get it right, will win the perfume set for the man. So we got one knife set and a perfume set, and that is through the generous contribution of Ms. Elda Kanaki from the Village Youth Foundation. Big up yourself.
Let me type that in right there. So we wanna okay. I'm typing it in the live. They say make us smell good for people's ass. Oh sucks. Oh sucks. Come on man, Tatiana tonight. Alright. That's a girl from Cairo. Alright, what is the question? Just
list the order. You play the song in our order tonight. I want to list the order of those 3 songs. Once they get it right, the man who get it right, trust me, even if a woman get it right, you will then copy that and repeat that, and you'll be the first man to get, you still a win. So the man and woman, we'll give away 2 prizes right now. Come on, we don't for 3 minutes, guys.
Alright. No. And I will just type the 3 songs, then just list the other. Friend
Eba, which means to learn.
Yeah, Friend Eba.
They got A Mawala and they got Bad Mind.
Can I type again? Friend Eba and Bad Mind.
What are 3 songs to know?
The 3 songs we play tonight.
So Friend Eba, Bad Mind and
the one about the same bad guy who loves to
yeah, Friend Eba, Bad Mind and A Mawala. EY Mawala. Just type the order, guys. Once you get the order right, the first man who get it right, when the perfume set, because I got perfume set for the man there.
Alright, now you got first person that put up there it is. And Perdomo, he's saying Mawala, Bad Mind and Friend Eba.
Mawala, Bad Mind and Friend Eba. Who that played that? Man or woman?
Man.
You won yourself the perfume set.
What? Just like that, just that.
Now who that the first woman? He's listening.
He's
listening. Who that the first woman?
So they're singing, saying Manawa, Bad Mind, and Deba, something like that.
Friend Eba. Alright.
Was that the
That's
correct
the same
one?
order. That's the same order, right?
No.
Because you did play Mawala.
No,
first.
you have to double check who you say.
No.
Wait, hold on, person will.
We say Manawa, Bad Mind, and Friend Eba.
Mawala, Bad Mind, and Friend Eba.
That the order?
That's the order when you play tonight. Mawala, Bad Mind, and Friend Eba. So the first man.
Yeah, she correct. Bad Mind and Friend Eba.
Yep, she correct. She is correct. So so we got
So two answer the same thing?
answer the same thing.
Okay.
So we just give her 2 prizes.
So congratulations everybody, congratulations Empress
Perdomo.
Perdomo.
So how did I get these prizes? Our talk. Yes. I either bring that prize there and that when we plan to go for Lefita. But then I did Miss Caballero. I could leave it with her and then say that you guys could pick it up with her.
With the ID?
With the ID, please.
Alright.
I don't want to fake your name Maria.
So congratulations Empress Perdomo and Sonia Singh.
So Empress win the knife set and the guy win the perfume set. Guys, watch out, our nice perfume set, the knife set, our nice set.
So you see, wait till the end and the listeners, they stay with us to the whole show.
Exactly.
I like that. I like that.
Encourage us to listeners who want to tune in again next week.
So Empress Perdomo is a woman. She said, I'm a lady. One nice set. She one nice set. Empress one nice set.
So we have to say that we have a BPMS that I know Empress Perdomo.
Okay.
Look, this is not the first time she won a prize or no.
Look at Empress.
Watch out, she
Empress. Sonia sing one as well. So Sonia will get the perfume set. Then because 2 they can't get no nice set.
No, 2 they can't get no nice set.
Alright.
That a man and a woman though.
Raina Green. Who's Raina Green?
What place that female who won the perfume set to give it to her husband and her boyfriend?
Oh, maybe probably yes. Give it to your husband and give it to your boyfriend.
Yeah, well we gotta go Tashana. We're not here. She's still here to give trouble there.
But what's your name of week clothing? Because you're supposed to get shirts too.
No, she wants free clothing right now.
Okay.
Wow.
She wants free clothing.
Guys, thank you guys so much for being a part of it, man. I'm glad. Thank you very much, Mr. Maurice. Thank you very much, my brother. And thank you guys for inviting me right here, for allowing me to have this chance to share my music, my talent to DYFA Garifuna radio station, right? So one love to everybody who shared the life, to everybody who stayed in tune from beginning to end. Sereme, Abba Isene, one love.
Yes. Both John close it off?
Well, Salas, we just like to say a very big thank you for pretty much, see the deal for us tonight. You came on and pretty much your how do I say it? You spoke with so much I don't know which word to use, but energy, with passion,
Yes,
conviction.
man. Yes, I love that.
Right?
Thank
And
you.
pretty much that's the idea, because we spoke a lot about the message that's supposed to be in our music.
Yeah.
You understand? Garifuna music is always about teaching the experience of a person who is from the Garifuna culture. So for you to encourage our artists to do what you are doing, or to sing songs of positivity, it's a good thing. Right? So thanks again for stopping by.
Yes, man. One love, man. Thank you guys so much.
Nuduheyo, Deme Ario, way by the Nuduheyo, Serema Wayholo, Low hopefully soon, Ise ni Muya to our Tiki Bugarado. Wagale 91.7 DYFA Wabagari radio station. Here, beautiful Kota capital alongside Bones, Ethan Velasquez, and Silas Sabah.
Ayo.
In closing, today marks a historic milestone for the Garifuna people as we celebrate the 7 years since our arrival at the shores of Roatan. We must underscore the significance of preserving our cultural heritage, particularly through the transmission of our ancestral language to future generations. Our dedication to reclaiming Garifuna as a language of the home is paramount, recognizing that the survival of our language hinges upon its transmission to our children. We urge Garifuna parents to embrace this responsibility and ensure that our language flourishes within the natural settings of the home. We would like to express our gratitude to our ancestors, to the principals, to the schools who are here participating with us. Gulensi Community Primary School, Holy Family Primary School, Holy Rose Primary School, St. Joseph's Primary School, Richard Quinn Primary School, Sacred Heart Primary School, St. Peter Claver, and St. Adolphus. Without you, it wouldn't be possible for us to be here today, for the dedicated teachers and the students and the support of their parents. We would also like to thank Ms. Elita Turner, Sandy Bay Women's Group, Sandy Beach, thank you, Sandy Beach Women's Group, Ms. Elita Turner, Tugudi DJ System, especially Holy Family RC School for hosting the launch. We'd like to also express gratitude to the Garifuna Language Commissioners, especially Dr. Gwen Nunes Gonzalez, Dr. Alberita Enriquez, Mrs. Dativa Martinez, and Mr. Marian Alberto for their dedication and efforts in advancing of this initiative by developing the Garifuna curriculum. We especially want to thank the Ministry of Education for approving this initiative. Without you guys, we would not be here today. Sarah. At this time, I'd like to call on Mr. Darius Avila to join me on stage. We just want to give a short recognition to those who made it possible today. I'd like to call on Ms. Yolanda Gongara to receive an award on behalf of the Garifuna Language Commissioners. Thank you very much, Ms. Yolanda, for bringing us to this point. It's just a token of our appreciation. Thank you. We'd like to thank Dr. Alberita Enriquez. Can you kindly come up to the podium, please? We'd like to recognize you for your significant contribution to the Garifuna Language in Schools program. Planning committee behind the launch today. Thank you. And we'd also like to thank I'd like to call Ms. Dativa Martinez to the podium, please. We'd like to thank her for her contribution, her dedication, traveling from Belmopan to attend workshops and meetings to make sure that the curriculum was completed. We appreciate all the hard work. Thank you. Lastly, we want to acknowledge Mr. Marian Alberta. Unfortunately, he's not here, but he is one of the silent commissioners who work hard to make sure everything is properly organized in order and formatted, and make sure we're following protocols. So we want to thank him. Today's launch represents a collaboration effort between National Garifuna Council and Battle of the Drum Secretariat, signifying that together the Garifuna people can accomplish a lot working together. I have to stress that this project is a unified effort between National Garifuna Council, and to me it's important, especially since Garifuna Survival Day is tomorrow, to show that working together we can accomplish a lot. We cannot do it alone. So, in closing, let us continue to embrace our cultural identity and safeguard the legacy of our language. Together, we possess the strength, resilience, and determination to ensure that the Garifuna language endures for future generations. Ceremony. Ceremony where they go, she knows it again. Ceremony where they take up a tour media, I'm going to die for how long it's in. Ceremony needed to learn, but we are all here. I ask that you remain seated. We have a little refreshment for you, and we want to thank you all for coming. Ceremony, ceremony, ceremony.
We want to ask the teachers, who the family to assist us in the distribution of the refreshment. Ceremony.
Ms. Warren, Sheila, good morning. Good morning. Yes, we're still live. I'm like, we have a few words with some of the key players and the ministers and stuff in this wonderful event here at Holy Family RC School in Hopkins Village. So, what a tremendous event! What a big accomplishment here today. Nonetheless, you know, to say that we are getting closer. Hopefully I get to the less well. So I'm saying again once again, Paul, if you could hear me, just put a thumbs up so we could see if the audio is still on. Just give me a thumbs up, okay? Let's go. Yeah. Well, yes.
I forgot to mention how we go visit the lady. Just hold it. Hold on, hurry. Come down. Come right. Yeah.
Could you identify yourself to us?
Darius Avila, President, Battle of the Drums.
Darius, talk to us about today's event.
Today is a momentous occasion. This sees the official launch of our Garifuna Language in Schools program, extending from as deep south as Barranco, St. Joseph School, through to Peine, Punta Gorda, Georgetown, St. Lady, St. Bite, Hopkins, Uganda, and Dangriga.
What's your objective?
The objective is for us to integrate the teaching of the Garifuna language into the school system across these schools.
What's the methodology?
We, the program is being informed by a curriculum specifically designed and customized to meet the needs of Garifuna language teaching. Additionally, we have a professional development plan which will inform and guide capacity building for service delivery that will be done by our teachers in the school system.
So the whole idea is what, to pass on the language?
We know that in terms of our Garifuna culture, the weakest link is the Garifuna language. The dance is strong, the food, the clothing, every other, the music, of course, Garifuna spirituality, very, very strong. The language we have started to lose, and that's the reason for this initiative, to retain the language, to bring about that appreciation, but more than that, the learning of the language by our young children and by extension all Garinago.
Do you have intentions for this to enter the high school?
Well, we have, let's say that we have intentions for expansion. So we will make the baby steps. Let's do this first, see how well this works, and then we will identify how we can replicate it elsewhere.
When does it start in the primary school?
It starts in September of 2024.
Very good. Yeah. We do, okay.
Okay.
Mr. W, tell us your role in today's event.
Well, my role is supportive. We are the Ministry for Indigenous Peoples Affairs. And as I said in my remarks, we consider the Garifuna people to be an integral part of the indigenous nation of Belize, having been completely indigenous to all of the Caribbean and then coming over from the Eastern Caribbean to the Western Caribbean. I mentioned also that the recent census is saying that our Garifuna population are at about 4%. I would want to believe that it's more. Of course, they are the statisticians, but statisticians can sometimes not be completely correct. But I do want to make the point, and the message today, I want to make the point that the Garifuna people and language are such an integral part of our culture, and cultural preservation extremely important. And so the role here today is one of support to this Garifuna language in schools project, which I think is an excellent, excellent one. So I can only say that the support is there, and we wish all our Garifuna people or all our indigenous people well in the future, and especially this program that has been launched today. So
Tomorrow
thank
is your
you.
birthday. What are we celebrating as well tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're celebrating Garifuna Survival Day, which is an important day in the history of the Garifuna nation, which goes across borders, as Dr. Joseph Palacio has taught us, you know. So the support again, and the congratulation, and also making sure that we mark this occasion with an important celebration such as this. The schools from the south have come, and they gave excellent presentations. What I noticed too is that not only Garifuna children were speaking Garifuna and singing and dancing all fluently, but all our other cultures, or Mestizo or Maya children, are also getting into the game. Yes. And so again, I can only say full support for what has happened today.
Lovely. Could you invite yourself to us?
Sheena Zika, President National Garifuna Council.
Sheena, this is a collaboration according to you. Talk to us about this.
Well, this collaboration started in 2021 when we were discussing how the Battle of the Drums and National Garifuna Council could collaborate. One of our common objectives was we both wanted to preserve the Garifuna language, and that's where we decided that we need to make efforts to preserve our language, specifically the retrieval of our Garifuna language, because we realized that a lot of our young children no longer speaks the language. And moving out of the traditional Garifuna communities make it very challenging for them to speak the language as well.
Is there any other method that might be available that could be used beside this program?
Well, there's other methods. There is collaboration with organization in the US who actually does Garifuna language online for free. It's a project, I think it's Ire started, who has been doing it for about a year, teaching Garifuna language online, but only to 10 persons at a time. So it's a significant change and push that she's doing, but again, we don't, through the Garifuna language program in schools, we're reaching out to more students rather than 10 persons.
Is there a hindrance that is causing this situation?
In terms of?
What could be stopping the young children from learning Garifuna or speaking Garifuna?
Well, one of the issues is westernization. A lot of our children want to compete with what is online, what they see on the television. And again, the parents. I have to blame the parents because everything starts from home. In terms of speaking the language, learning the culture, the cooking, it starts from home. I can speak about myself. Growing up, I grew up in Belmopan, but I knew everything about my culture. But the language was something that was not instilled in me. I hear it, but it's not something that was taught to me. Now, as an elder, an older person, I'm trying to learn my language. And it takes one word at a time for us to learn and someone to practice. And that's one of the things why this program is important. When you're at school, you're able to practice among your peers. You have people who are at the same level that can encourage you, this is the proper way. And through this program, we're not only reaching out to the children, we're reaching out to the parents to encourage them to learn these words with their children and to practice them and to teach them more if they know how to speak Garifuna.
Right. Chief, go first and I'll go last. Hold this for you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Could you
Join this.
Yes, I'm Yolanda Gongora, the Chief Education Officer in the Ministry of Education, Culture, Science, and Technology.
Chief, talk to us about your role in this program going forward.
The role of the Ministry of Education is responsible to ensure that whatever we will do in schools meet our national curriculum. And when we looked at the submission, it took a while because we needed to ensure that all of the areas were aligned with the competencies that we are encouraging our schools to deliver. And by the time that they kept reaching out to us, we were able to complete that. And they are all meeting the requirements for our schools. It is very opportune at this time, although mentioned this morning that it took 50 years, but I think it's not too late. It is good at this time. And as indicated by Ms. Zuniga, as adults, it's harder. With children, it's easier. So we believe that we are at the right place at the right time for this program in our schools. And we're looking forward, the ministry is looking forward that it goes across the country.
Very good.
You guys have me well trained here in language.
Give us your take on today's event.
Today is a historic day for not just the Garinago, but also for the entire country of Belize. We'll remind the nation that in 2001, UNESCO declared Garifuna language, dance, and music in Belize to be a, quote, masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity. It's something that we as an entire nation hold high and value very much. And for the Ministry of Education, Culture, Science, and Technology, it is also a day for celebration because our national curriculum framework is being implemented. Our fifth master core competency that we have, our macro competency of multicultural respect that we have from all cultures, is being manifested in this effort. Because now we are able to have one of our cultures, the Garifuna culture, implement in school using the curriculum framework to be able to build on this effort for language preservation and something that we should all be very proud of.
How would this time with the tourism industry, I would not cause a hindrance to the learning of the Garifuna language when it comes to these kids and communities?
Well, you see, it's about leadership, it's about resiliency. And this is something that the Garifuna people have exhibited and that we as other cultures in Belize can learn from. So that yes, we have these pressures from the reality of how the world evolves, right? And we have a growing tourism industry, we have interaction, social media is very strong with our kids, and therefore it takes a concerted effort to preserve. And the education system is an important part of that set of tools that we need to be able to accomplish this. So now when teachers, in fact, something that was discussed this morning is that besides the Garifuna curriculum, there's also an accompanying effort for training of teachers on how to actually carry out the curriculum within the national framework. I think this is very important, and it speaks to the fact that we're looking at a sustainability in this program, that it carries on from generation to generation. So we are really very, very happy that we could have gotten to this milestone.
The Garifuna culture is always tied to tourism. They're always there to entertain, you know, they guests and so on. So by teaching these children the language, the culture, hopefully we'll be able to also assist in terms of local economy and boost the local economy.
Absolutely, and again, it's a step also in recognizing the contributions of the Garinago to our country. Right? We see that in many parts where we have tourism, in San Pedro, in Kikaka, in San Ignacio, wherever it is, that many times it's Garifuna music, Garifuna language, Garifuna food, and much of that economic value does not come back to the communities. So this is a way for us to have empowerment of our young people so that they can carry on with promoting the culture, promoting the language with tourists who come. And possibly by knowing the language, you know, we could have some economic activities where tourists can learn the language. They can come and participate and take back with them some of the words that they would have heard when they were engaging with us here in Belize. So many things can spin off from this. As I said, I repeat, it's an exciting day for us.
Yes, yep, I just want to have 91% of DYFA Garifuna radio station. Just everybody, one little photo right here. And I just want to ask one question to everybody. Just one question. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're still live. We're live on 91.7. And this, Harry, you asked all the questions again, all the pointing questions. Thank you very much. On behalf of 91.7 DYFA Garifuna radio station, you guys go answer one at a time. How do you guys feel personally? As we talk about business, we talk about culture, we talk about, you know, coming together. This is a unification project. I see, you know, a lot of heavy hitters, I would call it, because you guys make it happen. You facilitate to make it happen. So how do you guys feel personally?
I personally love today, especially this effort, because it can show what we can do together as a people. It shows what we can do when we have that support, when we work together. One of the things I like about the commission is we're small in number and we're people who are like-minded. So we all wanted the job to get done, and that was our push. We didn't let personalities get in the way. We pushed for what was important, to secure our Garifuna language for our people. So I am happy. I think this is a milestone for us and something that I hope we can preserve and hope we get the support of our Garifuna people. Not only the government, we need the community to
Lubido lame wafa hawari go lilo karawa